Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas
and Pinkevičienė.
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as Total Organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Ausra.
Let's start episode 533 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by May. She's our Total Organist student. And she writes, Hi Vidas, I read from your post that you classify BWV 565 as advanced level. This is Toccata and Fugue in D minor by Bach. Actually, which part of this piece do you think is the most challenging? I personally find the fast passage towards the end, especially that part, to be played by hands only, with alternate hands. I find it very difficult to play each note evenly and clearly. Is this the most difficult part of this piece in your mind? What do you suggest I can do to improve my playing of such fast passages? And I wrote to her, do you like playing Hanon exercises, Bach Inventions and Sinfonias? And she wrote, Thanks Vidas, I wish I played more technical exercises before. The fact is, my piano teachers never instructed me to do so in the past when I was a teenager. My piano at home is now awfully out of tune. I seldom play it ever since I started learning organ. To be honest, I would rather spend time on compositions that require pedals. I always choose compositions that require more hands, feet, coordination, and less manual techniques. This doesn't mean I do not want to improve my manual skills. I just don't want to spend too much time on manuals-only pieces like Bach's Inventions and Sinfonias. I have little knowledge of Hanon exercises. How many of exercises does it have and how many shall I work on? I assume I'll have to practice them on the piano. Thanks again, May. And I wrote to her, how about Bach's Orgelbüchlein? How many chorales have you mastered from this collection? And she wrote, Hi Vidas, with the Orgelbüchlein, here is the list of pieces I have played in the church and that I'm fairly comfortable with. BWV 609, 610, 621, 623, 625, 627, verses 1 to 3, 631, 636, and below is the list that I believe I have mastered. BWV 599, 602, 605, 606, 613, 626, 630, 639. I'm quite comfortable with BWV 659 and 645. By the way, 659 is Nuncom from 18 Great Chorales, the first one. And 645 is Vahetov from Schubler collection. I have been playing them in church during the Advent season in the past few years. Any advice from you will be greatly appreciated. Thanks, May. And I finished my answer to her writing like this. Thanks, May. There are 45 chorale preludes in this collection. It's worth mastering them all. Also the Schubler chorales. Do one per week. In fact, you can record one piece every week for our Secrets of Organ Playing contest. This would quadruple your results. What do you think, Ausra?
Well, I think that you never, give up a chance to advertise your, competition on the...
But it's our competition.
Well, it's more your competition than mine. But anyway, when May mentioned that she struggles with D minor toccata by J.S. Bach, I thought, that she really needs to exercise on the piano and to do the manual part, because those spots that she indicated shows, the lack of muscle strength on her fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that D minor toccata in general is, the piece suited actually for piano performers, because it doesn't require a lot of pedal technique, but it takes, good finger work.
What about the fugue?
Well, then fugue is already more complex piece.
Mm-hmm. Towards the end of the fugue, there is this passage, or a couple of passages, with a little more pedal involved. But yes, it's sometimes difficult to play in a fast tempo reliably. Those passages in the hands which have echo between the hands, alternating hands. You jump from manual to manual. This is difficult for me too. So yes, playing exercises like Hanon wouldn't hurt for her. But if she wants to play something with pedals, I definitely recommend Bach's Orgelbuchlein and Schubler chorales. All of them.
Well, I love Schubler chorales, but to be honest, some of the Orgelbuchlein chorales are boring for me, for example. Of course, I've played them all, but...
What do you mean boring?
Well, most of them are not exactly, like concert level pieces. They are well suited for liturgical purposes.
Mm-hmm.
And for, in general, studying the style of Bach. And, of Baroque figures, too. But it's not the most exciting collection that Bach composed.
But in her situation it would work, wouldn't it?
Yes, of course. And she have learned already quite a lot of them.
But she only had mastered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 out of 45.
Do you think it's crucial to master all of them?
I think it wouldn't hurt, yes.
But I always go back to that question, and ask myself why Bach haven't finished composing this collection.
And your answer is what?
That maybe he got bored with himself?
Like you got bored with...
In that collection. Is that possibility?
He clearly didn't think it as a priority at the time. He got distracted by more important projects probably.
Well...
But these pieces which were created, right? Only a third, I think, from the planned collection. There should have been many more. Those which are created would serve pedagogical level very well, because in every piece pedal is completely obbligato.
Yes, that's right. And there are some really, really tricky pieces, like Hilgott, the Smirtsgelinge, for example. He uses various, polyphonical techniques, and it's quite challenging.
So
Actually, I would find some of those chorales actually even more challenging than that's part of, the minor toccata that she describes.
definitely.
So,
Definitely. And if she masters all of them once a week, in, let's say, in a year or even less, probably she can come back to the minor toccata and check how she's doing with that difficult passage. My guess is it will not be as difficult anymore.
yeah, could be.
Thank you guys for listening, for applying our tips in your practice. Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help."
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, "I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor."
Robert writes, it has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Ausra, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Ausra and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward."
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition, and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Ausra from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.